All right, wrestling fans, it's time for our huge main event. It's the finals of the Young Lions Cup tournament for 2011. But before both combatants make their way to ringside, here comes Mr. Wrestling number 4 with the 2011 Young Lions Cup tournament trophy. And this is going to be an exciting main event to Jim Wars.
That's right. We got two up-and-comers. We've got Brandon P.Net, who seems to have earned his way here the hard way. He has wrestled 2 tough matches to make it to the finals. And you've got Perry Von Vicious, who, if you ask me, is still fresh. I mean, I haven't seen this guy really do anything. He got the floor mopped with,
he mopped the floor with Daniel Torch, I believe are the words you're looking for.
No. Daniel Torch mopped the floor with him. I mean, this guy got his butt kicked for 5 minutes and came up with a counter. I'm sorry, I didn't see anything in that first match. Matthew Theall managed him. Maybe he taught him that counter. His impressive management skills of the greatest mind. He got him through there, and now he got a bye in the second match. So
that's right. Mikey J unable to compete due to the injuries he suffered at the hands of Corvus after he eliminated Corvus from this tournament.
Making his way to the ring first, being led by his manager, Matthew Theall from Greenwich, Connecticut, making his summer home in the beautiful rolling hills of Napa Valley, California, weighing 240 pounds, Perry Von Vicious.
So here comes Perry Von Vicious, and of course, my usual broadcast colleague Matthew Theall joining him at ringside as always.
Yeah, I mean, Perry Von Vicious, I'm not trying to take anything from the guy. I'm just saying I need to see some maturity over the course of this match, see exactly what he's learned from Matt Theall, and see if he deserves to win the Young Lions Cup. If you ask me, he has not earned his way here. Brandon P.Net has, Perry Von Vicious has not.
Well, we await the introduction of the internet sensation. This is going to be an explosive, action-packed match with the internet sensation in this matchup.
From Fresno, California, weighing 191 pounds, he is the internet sensation, Brandon P.Net.
Well, Brandon P.Net making his way to ringside. Of course, the things to look for with Brandon P.Net are those educated feet. Those things should be registered as weapons, as a matter of fact.
I think they are now in California. Have to be. This guy is definitely logged on, if you will, pardon the pun. But he has come here to take on the best that APW has to offer, and he's earned his way here. Perry Von Vicious is really going to have to show me something if he's going to take that trophy here.
Folks, I just received word that Timothy Thatcher, the British Messiah, has been taken to a local medical facility after being dropped on his head outside the ring on the concrete floor by Jekyll's the Jester. We don't have any word out aside from that on his condition right now. We will hopefully have something by the end of this broadcast. If not, we will definitely have something for you next week.
Right, I did hear that a cranial specialist was being flown in. There may be some damage beyond a concussion, so we're hoping that Timothy Thatcher is able to pull through. And now, see, here we go.
Well, this Jim Wars crowd is not happy with the fact that Perry Von Vicious is in this huge main event. They wanted to see Mikey J in the Young Lions Cup finals.
Mikey J had to pull out due to injury, so Perry Von Vicious actually got a respite. He got a bye.
Well, you got to give credit where credit is due, because Mikey J, he didn't pull himself out of it. He came out to fight after Commissioner J.J. Perez said you cannot wrestle in it, and he still tried to come out and wrestle the match.
That's true. So Perry Von Vicious, he is a little bit fresher than Brandon P.Net, so that may pay into the matchup. So, and look at this, Miss Wrestling 4 not only bring out the trophy, but he will be the guest referee for this, the final matchup, the championship matchup of the 2011 Young Lions Cup.
And, Mr. Wrestling number 4 is someone who does not like to see people go outside the rules and does not like to see shenanigans whatsoever in the ring. So I think he is a perfect candidate to referee this contest.
That's right. This match, you can expect this to be handled in the ring. Look at the instructions being given. You can expect this to stay in the ring, stay in classic wrestling rules. So we won't be seeing any weapons used. We probably won't be seeing any outside the ring things. We may not even see any top rope stuff, because people could lose via count out with Mr. Wrestling 4 calling this match.
You're absolutely right. Well, the bell sounds and this tournament final is underway officially. Brandon P.Net in the black trunks and Perry Von Vicious in the green.
So, once again, folks, although this is the 3rd round of the Young Lions Cup, this is only the 2nd time we've seen Perry Von Vicious wrestle. So, Brandon P.Net he only has one match to scout this guy. So he's only seen, one match's worth of moves. So Perry Von Vesh is still very much an unknown here. And we can see what Matt Theall has taught him as well. So Matt Theall may have added to his repertoire since that first matchup.
Well, there was a lockup and a takedown for Brandon P.Net. If this was amateur rules, he would have gotten 2 points for that one.
No, takedown would only be one.
Only one?
Only one, because it's freestyle rules, so he only is back to the mat for a little bit there. But thanks for playing.
You definitely know more about amateur rules than I do, but still. In any event, nice maneuver from Brandon P.Net, but now the side headlock by Perry Von Vicious, smartly applied in the center of the ring. Net's going to have to use strength to fight out of it, and does so, grabbing the wrist of Perry Von Vicious, and now taking a side headlock of his own.
Well, judging by Perry Von Vicious' build and physique, I mean, he's not going to overpower anyone. It looks like he's going to be able to use his reach against someone. That's the strength he's going to have to play through. I'm sure that's what Matt Theall, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, has told him. And wow.
Nice enziguri from Brandon P.Net. Just a jump-up kick to the back of the head of Perry Von Vicious. We spoke moments ago of the educated feet of the internet sensation.
I was more impressed with the leaping ability there, because Perry Von Vicious is at least a good 5'10", 5'11". I mean, he jumped straight up in the air and was able to kick him in the head.
He definitely got perpendicular to Perry Von Vicious' head before he connected with that boot. And right now, Perry Von Vicious having to take a moment to talk to Matt Theall outside the ring and get some advice about how to continue in this contest.
That's right. That's probably the greatest weapon he has is Matt Theall. I mean, like him or hate him, Matt Theall does have a talent for figuring out how to beat opponents. It's uncanny what the guy's been able to do.
Well, there was another lockup in the center of the ring, but Perry Von Vicious raking the eyes of Brandon P.Net. Now going on the offensive. This, of course, is the finals of the 2011 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our huge main event here on Gym Wars, the finals of the Young Lions Cup Tournament for 2011. Brandon P.Net, the internet sensation, rolling up Perry Von Vicious, but he's able to get out of that pinning predicament, and this tournament final continues. And Killer J, I gotta ask you, you've already gone on record saying you think that Brandon P.Net is gonna come out the victor. Do you still think that as this match has progressed?
I still believe that, but I gotta admit Perry Von Vicious is putting up more of a fight than I thought. He is using his length and his reach against Brandon. It's smart. He's staying on top of him. People who are built like Perry Von Vicious, you wouldn't think they have a lot of power, but when you are coming up from overhand strike, you can really build up some wow, see that? You can really build up some momentum and hurt somebody. So he's using his size to the advantage that he can, and he's really been in control for most of this match.
Well, Brandon P.Net got whipped so hard into the ring that it turned him upside down and threw his momentum over the top rope. In trouble right now is the internet sensation, trying to get some words of encouragement from this great Gym Wars crowd.
You see Mr. Wrestling number 4 continue the count out. He's not letting Perry Von Vicious get out there, but Brandon P.Net needs to watch out. Mr. Wrestling 4 is a classic guy. He's going to give him a, whoa, what is that?
Matthew Theall just assaulting Brandon P.Net with the golf club.
I got to admit, usually people just get hit once. I'm just saying. Matthew Theall has some anger issues. He hit him like 3 times. You guys got problems. I mean, goodness, you're going to insert yourself in the match. Just hit him once then. Hit him 3 times. Goodness. Just overkill.
Well, Brandon P.Net is in trouble. Perry Von Vicious being cold and calculated now, trying to make the most of this opportunity. Big right hand to the face.
Perry Von Vicious is smart. He'll target that back, too.
Sets him for the ride, whips him into the ring. Oh, but he telegraphed his maneuver that time. Sunset flip by the internet sensation. But Perry, with a boot to the chest.
Very, very smart by Perry Von Vicious. You see, I've already seen a little bit more maturity in his match this time versus his match in the first round. He has really maintained control smartly. He has controlled the pace of the match and has really kept his opponent grounded. Brandon P.Net is faster. He is more athletic, flat out, than Perry Von Vicious. But so the big man is actually keeping him grounded, keeping him on the ground. Very smart.
Well, Perry Von Vicious has that rear headlock applied in the center of the ring and just continues to apply more pressure, talking smack in Brandon P.Net's ear the whole time they're down on the mat. But .Net's trying to fight out. Shots to the gut with that elbow. Sends him hard into that corner, using his momentum as a weapon. and shots to the face by Brandon P.Net. He definitely wants to win the Young Lions Cup tournament and all its prestige, but Perry Von Vicious turns the tables once again. Now it's .Net's turn to do the same thing. The educated feet coming into play once again for Brandon P.Net.
This is the worst nightmare for Perry Von Vicious. He's got there you go. He's got to do something quickly. He's got to take control with that clothesline.
Big clothesline takes down Brandon P.Net, folds him up for a cover. 1, 2, and 3. No, only a 2 count. That time for Perry Von Vicious.
Still got to just keep it together. You got a 2 count. That's one of the first pinfalls I've seen, or pin attempts, and he got a 2 count. Stay on top of him, and maybe you'll get that third hand coming down.
Von Vicious whips the internet sensation into the corner, but the quick agility of Brandon P.Net, drop kick to the back, sends Perry Von Vicious face first into the turnbuckle. Clothesline in the corner from Brandon P.Net. He is just on fire right now. Nice running bulldog, takes down Perry.
Hitting Perry from every single angle. Brandon P.Net is just all over the place. Perry Von Vicious can't get his feet under him. He's really in control of this match right now.
Well, Brandon going to the top rope, the internet sensation trying to log on with something, big elbow, but he gets countered by Perry Von Vicious, who got the knees up just in time as that elbow was coming crashing down from the top rope.
That could have dislocated his shoulder. Perry Von Vicious, he's got to do something. Looks like he's a little confused there for a split second.
Well, it looks like he's setting him up for the $1 Million Dream. He's trying to put him out, trying to put him to sleep in the center of the ring. Matthew Theall thinks that this match is over, but Brandon P.Net is not going to give up without a fight. He's trying to struggle out of that submission maneuver. Can he do so?
It took a lot out of him getting out of that headlock before, and now he's in that $1 Million Dream. This can wear a man down, and Perry Von Vicious, he's applied it very well. He has definitely studied his tape, and he has put that thing on.
Brandon P.Net not wanting to give up. Mr. Wrestling number 4, the special guest rep for this match, right there. And .Net's arm falls once. If it falls 2 more times, this match is over. There's the second one. Is it going to fall the 3rd time? He's out cold.
That's it. That's it. Wow.
Perry Von Vicious wins the 2011 Young Lions Cup tournament. What a way to debut here in All Pro Wrestling.
I am shocked.
And the winner of the 2011 Young Lions Cup tournament at 6 minutes and 45 seconds, Perry Von Vicious.
Matthew Theall and Perry Von Vicious are elated. A huge victory for the newcomer here in APW.
Well, I gotta admit, I did not have this man picked to win the title, but he won the tournament. I mean, he came in fresher by getting a bye in the 2nd round, and he applied a great submission. He really applied it very well.
Well, the match was over, and Mr. Wrestling number 4 raised the hand of Perry Von Vicious. He was just trying to leave. Matthew Theall wouldn't let him leave without raising Perry's hand once again. And now he wants him to do it one more time. Mr. Wrestling number 4 just wants to go back to the locker room. Matthew Theall is just pleading and now sticking his golf club in the chest of Mr. Wrestling number 4. I wouldn't do that, Matthew. You've been hit by Mr. Wrestling number 4 before. Mr. Wrestling number 4 just snapped. Oh, but Perry Von Vicious assaulting number 4 from behind. And now locking in the $1 Million Dream.
This is uncalled for. This is uncalled for. What is...
Mr. Wrestling number 4 was just trying to do his job and was just trying to leave the ring, but Perry Von Vicious assaulting him from behind after Matthew Theall provoked Mr. Wrestling number 4, and now Perry's just putting him to sleep with the $1 Million Dream.
You know, we saw earlier in the show, we saw sore losers. Now we're seeing some sore winners. This is pathetic. I mean, this is another overkill on Matthew Theall's part. I mean, the guy just, first you beat somebody 3 times with the golf club, and now you put the referee to sleep. This is uncalled for.
Matthew Theall looks like he's got some dangerous things on his mind, dangerous intentions on his mind, but oh my God, no. They're calling to rip off the mask of Mr. Wrestling number 4. They're starting to take it off. No way, they can't reveal who he is. They can't do that.
Yeah, take off a defenseless man's mask. Oh,
Thank God for Venice DeMarco running out to save his friend and an ally in their war against the Carnival of Shadows. but what damage has been done, the identity of Mr. Wrestler number 4 was almost